guys, on today's video we're gonna go over the basics for Fortnite. And if this is the first time you're turning on Fortnite, this is exactly where you're gonna see. Now I do have a video that teaches you how to create an account, how to go about and link up your accounts. Make sure to look those up because those are a little bit more into them. And I do have those videos. Again, it's how to create an account and all that stuff. So assuming you guys have an account already and you signed in, you can use your PlayStation just to sign in, so you're gonna be okay. You can go on and do this. So we're gonna go on and use voice chat. We're gonna get these things. Why not? Let's just equip them for now. Why not? And then just going to next, you're gonna see this. Now this is just showing you the battle pass. Don't worry about it. Click on circles to just close this, or whatever that key that you guys see on the bottom right hand side of your screen. And there you go. So you can go on throughout all of these options to play, just going to your almost very first option. And you can choose Battle Royale, Rocket Racing. There's a bunch of stuff here. So you can get kind of confusing. So what you guys want to do is just go ahead and choose Battle Royale to keep going with your practice. Well, to start off your practice. I would not start off with zero build. People that start off with zero build usually get stuck in zero build because they don't practice building. And you need to practice building. That's what Fortnite's all about. If you don't like building, then maybe Call of Duty would be better, or other games that I would suggest playing besides this. Although this is awesome, I think building's a huge part of it, and I don't think zero build will get you used to building. So you guys should go right into Battle Royale. So let me just click there, and then from here, so I pressed X, by the way, just to get there. And then from here, just take a look at everything. It can get a little bit confusing. So I suggest playing with a squad just because they might help you out. If you're watching this video, for example, that is not my username up here, by the way. So if you guys want to play with me, I do have a username that's called Tech and Design, not Toxic Karen YT. That's just this account that I created temporarily. I do have an account. Let's call it Tech and Design. I just want to start off from fresh, and that's why I created this new account to get everything new. So you guys can see exactly what I see, and we're all going to see exactly in that account that has been created from before, which things would just be a little bit different. Right now, this account's starting from zero. So during any of my gameplay streams, you feel free to just send me a friend request, and I can show you the ropes as well. But anyways, from here on your controller, on the left hand side, you're going to see those arrows. So just press the top one and you're going to see this. So just press the top arrow and then you can choose trios, duos, solos. Also, you're going to see you can turn off and on ranked. I would turn it off for now. And team fail, I would always leave it at fail. So let's choose squads. It says no fail, makes no sense. So go back to it. And then with R, you can just press on it and then go ahead and just choose fail. So right now it's fail. We're going to press X. So right now we're in squads at fail. And you guys can go on and start playing. Triangle to get started. But before we even go there, I want to show you something else. And that's this up here where it says locker. A lot of people worry about their skins. Don't worry about skins. You guys can get free skins. I even have some giveaways happening, so you guys can sign up for those. But yeah, some people will mention that you are no skin, which is fine. The best way to get them from not bugging you about it is to tell them every single time, even if you've been playing for a month or a year, always tell them that you're a noob. Right away, just tell them, this is my first day playing, I don't know what I'm doing. Then, and only then, they're gonna stop bugging you. So unfortunately, a lot of people do bug others for not having skins. So go ahead and tell them that it's your first day playing, and then they'll notice that it's not, then they'll stop bugging you. So let's just go right into squads. So just press triangle for that. It's gonna find a match and you're gonna get in. So squads, you do have a team. So that's a good thing about playing as a team. And having a mic is pretty important so you can talk to people. I understand why some may not want to, so you don't need one. But I do suggest having a mic. I'm going to turn on the game audio right now so you guys can hear a little bit of the game. Just a little bit for this video. Now, if this is your first match, it's going to be the easiest match you're ever going to play because most likely you're not going to get that many real people playing against you. It's most likely going to be bots. You're gonna notice bots. They're actual bots. They're not real, and they built single walls, or maybe actually they made the bots a little bit better this season, where they're building a little bit more, but they're never gonna build a full-on two-story house, for example. So anything that's 2 stories, that's a real person. Something that's just a square or just the wall, it's most likely a bot. So to move around, it's just like any other game, your joysticks. Then once we get into the game, I'll show you a little bit more of what you need to know, but you're gonna start off with the basics right now, where you're just gonna move around with your joysticks. So just practice with that. And for running, actually we should have done the setup before we went even to the game. So I do have a separate video that shows you what you guys could try out. Instead of Builder Pro, you guys can try out Custom. And to customize your controllers, it's better, because what you guys get is not always the best. Now you guys see that my teammates did highlight a place to land. You guys can see that on the map. So you can jump out right now, and I would go with your teammates. Your teammates are going to be the ones, do you guys see those names? Those are your teammates. Everybody else that you guys see around, that even landing with you, are not going to be your teammates. Alright, so there's a dude right here flying. He doesn't have a name on top of his head. Not your teammate. So see those guys right in front of me? Again, not my teammates. My teammates are landing here, and those are their names. Okay, so these are just randoms. I always just go on and play with randoms at first. You learn from them. I wouldn't land when there's a bunch of people landing in the same place, especially if you're just starting off. So I'm gonna land somewhere else just for now. Just so I can show you guys this is done. Fortnite itself does give you some stuff even if you don't have the battle pass, but skins and stuff like that you need the battle pass for. So the first thing you guys want to do is this: gather some resources. So just press your trigger button. So that would be R2. With R2 you guys can swing away. Now I don't have a gun, so that's why I can do this right away. So R2, and I'm getting resources. And what we need is a gun. I can show you a little bit more. Now emoting is something that you don't want to do in the middle of a fight, but just mess around with your controls and press everything. I highly suggest pressing every single button on your controller and then see what each one does. For example, triangle will do nothing. Square will do nothing. Circle will change it to building. Circle again will take out of building. So make sure to do that. So again, circle for building, take it out of building, circle again, building. To place a build, it's the same thing that we were doing with swing our pickaxe like this. So it's R2. So again, circle, R2, and you're placing your build. Then you can just place a ramp by doing L2. So again, we're gonna do a single wall. Let me just go over here. A wall, pressing R2, then circle again, L2. All right, so on the back of your controller, those are your L's. So what you think you would choose to like shoot people, back there on your controller. So luckily for this video, I don't have a camera showing you. I do have other videos that show you how to play Fortnite where I'm showing you my controller, which is very useful. But hopefully you guys get the gist of this. So that's L2 to place that ramp. Again, you guys want to go on and press circle. And this time, press R1. So that's your top one. You can place a floor. Then R2, L2. And that's the basics. So here is the bare basics that you need, okay, to build this. And you need to build this type of ramp if you're fighting somebody, just to build on top of them. So circle, R1, L2, and then R2. Or just mix it up, whatever's fastest for you guys. And actually when you're building, what I used to do before is just press everything on and then see what builds. And then you kind of get faster at it just by pressing everything and see what happens. So play around with that as well. All right, so right now you're not gonna be building that fast because you need to customize your controllers. And I do have a separate video, like I mentioned, that teaches you how to customize things, but that's a little bit more advanced. I would just practice a little bit of building. So right now we're gonna go on and get a gun just to show you that. And to run. At this point in time, since we didn't customize anything, to run instead of walking the whole time, which you will need to do, run, you just hold on, well not hold on, but press down on your joystick. So the one that you're using to move around, like this, just press down on it and then go forward, and it's gonna run. All right, so you kind of click on it, press down on it, and it's gonna do that. So that's how you guys can run. So right now I see one of my teammates got knocked down. I can see it on the top left-hand side of my screen. And I can see that he didn't just get knocked down, they fully killed him. So there's a reboot card. Every season, there's always reboot cards. That's something that you guys want to help out your teammates all the time. You guys want to get the reboot cards, reboot them. Dudes are not too far away from me, so I can go on and help out. I don't have a gun. We're going to look for one. Now, crouching is very, 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 very important on your controller. Remember how I told you to run? All you guys have to do on your joystick, your left joystick, is just click on it, press down on it. Well, it's the same thing for crouching, but on the right-hand side. So your right joystick, the one that you're looking up, down, that one, just press down on it, and it's going to crouch. So kind of click on it, and it's going to crouch. You guys want to do this when you hear footsteps. If you guys hear footsteps, because somebody's not crouching. They're walking around, they're running around, you guys don't want to make noise. If you're going for somebody's reboot card, usually you want to do this. You want to crouch, and then approach their card, and then get it. Right now, I know there's nobody around, so I'm just going to go on and get it. To get the reboot card, all I did was press square, and to pick up anything from the floor. So I'm going to go on and reboot. So I guess, again, I pressed square to pick up that reboot card and pick up anything from the floor. Now I have a gun. And let me just reboot before we keep going with this tutorial. Let me just build. You guys do want to build whenever you're going to reboot. And just hold on to square. You're going to reboot your teammate. So he's going to come back to the game. Extremely important to do this. Okay. Next up, guys want to do is change your guns. Between guns and building and all that stuff. So if you guys want to switch it up to your gun, you want to press right here, triangle. So press triangle. I'm going to switch it up to your gun. Triangle again, switch it up. You guys can just mess around with that. Switching back and forth. I'm just pressing triangle to do that. So I'm going to press triangle. Now let's say I don't want this gun. I want the next one. Well, that's R1. Just press R1. It's going to switch it up. I can switch it up to this, or I can switch it up to this that I picked up. So this is shield. It's the main thing that you guys want to find. If you guys play with no shield, it's extremely hard to stay alive because people just have to shoot you a few times and then you're done. If you guys pick up shield, it's like having a double life. So people have to knock you down twice, kinda, to fully kill you. Because you are getting 200 health instead of 100 health. Right now, I only have 150, so I can pick up another one of those big ones, and then there you go. To swim, pretty basic. Just go in the water, press X again, and you're going to be swimming. So that's how you guys can swim. When you're running, usually you guys want to run just with your pickaxe. See somebody, switch it up to your gun just by pressing triangle. And then with L2, if you have a sniper, you guys want to zoom in or get a few good shots, that's how you do it. So you just go like this and then just shoot using R2. So R2 to shoot. Again, if you press R1, you're just switching between your weapons. And then back to building. So if you guys want to build right away, press circle and then build. Finishing people off is, you always want to do it. Don't just knock them down, finish them off. If you want to emote on anybody, or just emote, I should say, just go ahead and then press your down arrow. So that's on your left-hand side of your controller, down arrow, you're going to emote. If you have more emotes, you guys can just hold down to that arrow and then just choose any other emote. Right now, you guys should have nothing. So this is the only emote you guys can do. We're going to go on for that reboot card as well. Driving a car is pretty easy, just getting in it. To get in a car in Fortnite, all you guys have to do is just go up to it, press square, you guys are in, and then just drive that car using your joysticks. Depending which car you guys get in, you guys can boost, press circle for that to do that boost, and that's how you guys can boost here in Fortnite. This is not something that's always going to be in Fortnite, so we're not going to talk too much about cars. This is right now, this season, it changes over time. Get out of the car, press square again. Get that reboot card just by pressing square. And there we go. We have our teammate's card. You guys can get in the car with somebody else. And here we go. You guys can also get out. which I'm gonna get out because I don't trust this teammate that much. Now to slide. To slide, same thing as crouching, but you have to be running. So again, we're running, and then when you're running, just press and click down to do this, to crouch, and then you're gonna slide. So again, we're running, press down, there you go. So again, remember on your right joystick, just have to click down on it to do this. Well, same thing for sliding. Just click down, you're gonna slide. Very important to slide. So again, this is for beginners, so we're just showing you exactly how to do everything without editing any of your controls. You will eventually end up changing your controls just to make it more fluent, especially when you're building. But to get you started playing quick in Fortnite, this is the video for you. So something else that you should know, you should always just switch up your weapons. But sometimes it's even more important, well, not more important, but to drop your weapons. So if you guys want to drop something for somebody else, go ahead and press your up arrow. So that's on the left of your controller, up arrow. You guys can choose any of these things. So to choose them, just with your arrows from the side to side, choose anything. And then just to drop it, press square. So I can just drop this. If I go on top of it, press square, drop, 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 and drop. So I can drop anything. So if my teammate needs health or anything like that, I can just drop it that way. You guys can also throw stuff at your teammates. Now what else should you guys know? Yeah, just always stick around with your team. Usually when a team scatters apart too far, you end up losing because you guys won't be able to reboot your teammates or pick them up from the ground once they get knocked. Eventually, almost everybody gets knocked. Always pick up any resources that you guys see. Pick up gold. Gold you guys can use to buy stuff. Even health, that's really important. Pick up anything using square. And to edit anything, well, it's something that you guys need a lot of practice. But let's say we build a wall. This is not the best way to build because you guys should customize your controllers. But if you guys do want to edit, go ahead. It's going to actually tell you how to edit because you just have to press here circle again. Just go towards it, press circle. And you guys can just edit this into a door, for example. Or just a window. There's so many things you guys can edit this to. We're just going to confirm that. But this would be the slow way at editing. What I'm doing is just pressing right now circle. Then it's R2. And I can just look down. And I highlight these two things. So I know it's going to be a door. And then just confirm by pressing again circle. And you just made a door. So you guys can open it and go through it. So those are the basics to edit. Again, I don't want to go through editing too much here because to edit, I highly suggest changing up your controllers to make it faster. This is like the slowest way to edit possible. So if you guys really want to get into editing, which I suggest getting into it slowly, then yeah, customize your controllers. I have a separate video that teaches you not just how to customize them, but exactly what I use during games, which is not in this account, obviously. That's my other account. This is just a new account I created just to make this video for you guys. Now, something else that's very important in Fortnite is marking things. So you might want to tell your teammate, hey, I just found this. You should get it. Or there's an awesome gun here. You don't have to mark it. Just point at it. And just with your left arrow, just press on it and it's going to mark it. And I can do that with anything. I can mark this as well. Just point at it. Left arrow. Again, that's on my left side of my controller. There's those arrows. And just press them. So let me just get this for now so I can get away from here quick. Again, these are things that what I'm picking up right now, it's not in every season. But the basics that I'm showing you, it's the basics for every single season. These things are called rifts. You won't see them that much during the game. But if you go in one, it's the best way to get out of storm. You never want to stay in storm. So this here is storm. It's always moving. You should always look at your map. And you can see where storm's going. So on the top right hand side of my screen, you're going to see the map. You guys can access your map other ways, but you're always going to kind of take a look at there and seeing that you're not being left behind. If you guys want to heal up, just choose what you guys want to select. Eat this fish, for example, to heal up. I'm going to choose this. I'm pressing R1. Oh, somebody's shooting me. All right, so I'm pressing R2 right now. I'm pressing right now just to switch through my guns with R1. Very important to switch through your guns. That's R1. So it's on the right hand side of my controller. R1. So that's the back of my controller. Running, I just click down on my left joystick. I don't see anybody around. They're marking that way. I don't really have a good sniper at this point in time. Now jumping is the most basic thing. So again, like I said before, just press everything on your controller and see what each button does. But X is to jump. X will get you jumping. Then if you run and jump, it's going to be a bigger jump. You never want to jump off cliffs like that. You might die. And my teammate just got a victory royale. But anyways, those are the basics. If you guys get victory royales, good for you. And that would be it for this video. If you guys have any comments, questions, you guys can write down in the comments area. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you.